Well, this video is popping up right now. Well, since most of you are subscribed just because of that video, I'm gonna be making another biome related 100 days in hardcore. Actually, no. Let's make it a whole series. Also, please subscribe. Before I start, all the biomes you will go is similar to BOP, but has some end biomes and a new set of gear, which is stronger than netherite. After the world has generated, I first spawn in a prairie biome. It's not as good as the one in BOP, but it's still pretty good. I got some wood, stone, and coal, or some stone tools and some furnaces. As I crossed the salt, I found a village. So that the village doesn't go extinct, I quickly began to build a box, where the villagers would live. Then I put all the beds in this area, and used the bell for the villagers to get in. After we get all of them in the village in a box, I go and try find a cave, which was unsuccessful. I just only found a shipwreck, with diamonds inside it. Pirate adventure continues on, until I found land, with a cave. Well, now to switch to being a miner for a while. The luck now continues while I found a cave, with a bunch of mobs in it. After those shenanigans, I went back and fought all the mobs, and found nothing. Well, that was a complete waste of time, but right after I stepped on the land, I immediately found a ravine, and so began the mining. I mined many resources until I had this. After gathering everything I need, I immediately went back to the village. Once I got home, I planted the cane and smelted the iron, as well as storing my stuff and crafting diamond boots. Now it's time to industrialize the village. First, I made a potato farm so that I can get an infinite amount of villagers. Next is to get a lectern for a librarian. With 3 lecterns, I got protection 4 and mending. Both are really useful, but most importantly, I got fortune 3. This will speed up the diamond mining process by a whole lot. But before I started mining, I decided to make a cow farm for a more efficient food source. But the day after that, I decided to gather wool for beds. And that day after that, I decided to plant some wheat. Okay, looking back at it, I kinda wish I made a scheduled plan for what I was supposed to do. Now I started mining. Okay, so I made a staircase down to -54 and did the adjacent strip mining method. Now I really want to get this over with, because the deep dark background music is really creepy. I mean, just listen to this. Oh wait, I found some diamonds. Thanks to Fortune 3, I saved at least 10 days, cause we actually have enough diamonds from that alone to have full diamond gear, including a hoe. Now this is the boring part of the video where it's just mine tree, make stick, sell stick, get book, and put book in diamond thing, and repeat. And yeah, most of the time I was maxing out my gear, and some unbreaking as well. I couldn't remember. The next industrial project is an iron farm. This basically manipulates how the iron golems spawn so that you can get tons of iron, and poppies if you're into that. So I placed the beds and I realized that it was too close to the village, so I moved it to the beach as some sort of lighthouse. What we named next are the villagers, easily one of the most annoying mobs to transport. We only need to transport 2, but we have to wait for them to make 3 more. In the meantime, I found 2 dogs to make a dog army. How effective it is in single player is unknown, but come on, they look so cute. So I leave them up there for safety as I mine some iron as I am running out of it and I don't have any hoppers for the iron farm. Notice that I misplaced the hoppers. But now, it is time to get a zombie. As I prepared my inventory, I realized I forgot the name tag. Well, that was embarrassing, and I also fixed some misplaced hoppers. Seriously, who made me in charge of this world? And finally, the sun had set. The zombies are coming. Well, that was pretty anticlimactic. Well, let's just do some tweaks here and... Oh my gosh, that's huge. Well, at least I can get some combat shots. What the hell? Well, that was enough for today. Now, we have completed the iron farm. Now, it's time to move on to the next development, the Exp Farm. I had some wild experiences with these, but I now have a solution. Why don't I just place it up far away from land? If we can get far enough away from any land, the only place where mobs can spawn is in the dark rooms, because apparently that was a problem back in the old BOP world. I wish I could use my replay mod for this, but I apparently decided against that idea. Oh, whatever. Here's what I can do. It's now day 50, and my farm is fully operational. Knew that strategy would work. So if you guys having trouble with your mob farms, just remember, put it up and out in sea. Now that we've finished the second industrialization project, it's time to go back to my old job of being a chopstick maker. After enchanting my gear for a bit more, I went into the Sub-Zero Nether, and there's the lava. Anyway, the fortress is right there. It's time to get some runs. I managed to get 16, but I wasn't done with the nether yet. I got some nether wart and soul sand for potion making, and I headed out to find some ender pearls. Problem is that since this is a biome mod, warp forests are harder to find than in vanilla. And I eventually gave up on that in favor of villager trading again. While I was preparing for the end, I realized that my farm can produce music discs. On a specific spot, I can arrow the skeletons to shoot, but it will always hit another mob. And music disc always drops when a skeleton shoots a creeper. So I spent the whole night, actually 2 whole nights, farming the whole C418 collection of music discs. After that, I continued the preparation to the end. I got some slow falling potions, a power 5 bow, and a stack of logs. And then I slept. Because this is where I go to the true test of Minecraft. So I set sail to the stronghold, wondering if I will see home again. Though I already defeated the dragon with somewhat worse gear, the fact that I pushed from the dragon a few seconds into poison gas, or the fact that letting go of my shift key can reset a whole week of hard work is really stress-inducing. Anyway, so I stumbled into a colorful biome before digging into the stronghold, and after a couple minutes, I found the end portal. I placed the 12 eyes and breed. Will I win, or will I not? Although the battle was over, the stress wouldn't end just yet, as I need to get the elytra. And there are many ways to die out in the End Islands. Immediately I found an End City. Sadly, it doesn't have the elytra. But hey, at least it has some shulkers and enchanted diamond loot. My resources are getting scarce, mainly my wood, which ran out. Luckily, there is wood in these new end biomes, and I was able to stock them down twice, until I found the end ship. After getting more shulkers, I managed to get the elytra and go home, and that ends the stressful period. For the last 10 days, I've been doing an actual building project. It's a villager trading hall. I didn't have any slime balls, so I had my design use sand, and decided that the design would be an oak tree house, even though we're underground. It's my first time doing this whole building thing, so be gentle on criticism. But sadly, you have to save those from the next 100 days, since it's now over and I haven't finished the thing. Thanks.